But okay, that's why I don't. Or I wouldn't even like. That's why you gotta watch it, but no cap. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes you just gotta watch it, but that's why I'm like I don't even like. Real, I don't deal with none of that type of stuff. But okay, we have a video of why Gen Z gave up on kids. Feature video by Tommy and Av G, my boy. I don't know why I ain't subscribed to you. I'm gonna subscribe to you, my dog. Yo, bro. I feel like this video is gonna like, bro. It kind of interests me. I ain't gonna lie. When I was looking at it, I was like, what is he talking about? Like, what? Gen Z makes no dating sense. Oh, bro, you can't even see. Hold on, bro. What's going on my freaking explore page, bro? Bro, it's because it's because I closed it, bro. That's what happened. I'm sorry. You're probably in YouTube. If you're watching, please don't mind me. That is not what I wanted to see. Uh, um, 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 we're not doing FL right now. But hopefully we did actually get to do FL in the future. YouTube, you can just fast forward. Sorry, chat people. This is me trying to figure out. It's Gen Z Tommy NFG. I don't know why I closed out, but yeah. Let's just start the video. I don't.
The family dream for decades around the world was going through life exactly like this. Going through elementary school to high school and having your typical good and bad experiences. Good experiences being meeting good friends you may have for life, and bad experiences.
I ain't gonna lie. It's like every year, because I always evolve myself. No cap. Like every year, bro. Every school year of high school, I had a different friend group. I had like multiple different friend groups. Like friend group, but you know, like I had different groups because it's more so I was more focused on like myself and what I had to do and everything, and I had online friends, and so that really got away from like real life other relationships or friends and stuff like that. And I started dating and all types of stuff. I was everywhere. I was just trying to test everything, see what I like for real, and I was doing a bunch of crazy stuff. And was influenced by a lot of stuff, bro. So high school is really a blur. I just know I wasn't around the same people all the time.
Being, I don't know, getting your head dunked and swirled in a toilet. I refuse.
Bro, chat, have y'all been dumped in swirlies, bro? I ain't gonna lie, I was like if I was like a stereotype in high school, I would have been like a jock, cause I did sports and like I did like wrestling and stuff, right? Like I have wrestling and I did like a bunch of sports. I did football. I just did a bunch of stuff, bro. It just like. Yeah, bro. It just. Yeah, I ain't.
Used to believe this has ever happened in real life. Like, I don't know where shows came up with this trope. Meeting your high school sweetheart and you both graduate.
Nah, bro, I had I never forget. My 7th grade teacher, bro. He went and like told us like the whole class. I don't know why he told us like he used to get bullied and like get swirlies like and stuff. Like he was like this Caucasian redhead kid. And I guess since he was like chubby and stuff, he used to get bullied and they used to put him in swirlies. But he was like, I think he's like in his late 20s, 30s or something, bro. So that had to be like 90s or something, bro. It's crazy.
Going through college and having your wild phases. Then after graduating, having a couple more years before settling down, marrying, and having kids. Universally through the world, I feel like this is the typical path people see of how it goes. And with Gen Z, it's becoming more and more common for people to not want this path. According to the stats, almost
I want to get married. I want to have a family. I want to have children. But here I am, reacting to the YouTube videos. See how my life turned out.
1 in 3 Gen Z and millennials are saying they won't have kids at all. Not even talking about kids.
A lot of people, and I had friends who would just say that they don't want to have kids because the economy is bad. But I'm like, the economy has always been like this, so why are you doing scaring? But that goes to show you how much influence and social media has influence on people. It's terrible.
Kids, most aren't even trying to get into a relationship. Most dudes are either
hey, what if I just want to love me?
Chronic gooners and gave up on love after their.
I'm not a gooner. I haven't gooned in months. I'm actually celibate. Chat, believe it or not, I have been celibate. I haven't gooned, and I haven't watched no corn, and I'm really celibate. for like this has been like my yearly thing now. So I've been celibate. So this is gonna be my lifestyle for now. So I don't goon. Now for you, I'm not sure if you're a gooner, but hey, that's your business, buddy, not mine.
Middle school breakup. And most girls are either insane femcells on Twitter saying men should have to earn the right to have freedom.
Every guy should start in jail and have to work his way out.
Absolutely.
What the What? Hold on. Play that shit back. I'm finna get tight, bro. What?
They're saying men should have to earn the right to have freedom.
Every guy should start in jail and have to work his way out.
Absolutely.
Bitch, you start in jail. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to use the B word, but you start in jail. The fuck? Nigga, jail ain't nothing to play with. Said start in jail so nigga can get butt raped? What the fuck? She like seeing guys get molested by other men. What is wrong with her? Bro, that's that TikTok branch, bro. She fried.
Absolutely.
I
think
love that idea. Because it's
Fucking fake Sabrina Carpenter right there just agreeing with what the fuck's going on.
like you need to earn your place out here.
You do.
In my
Let's see these women in 10 years, bro. Let's be honest.
opinion.
You do. And it
They're gonna be the same women who feel like I can't find no man and nobody got men ever love me, bro. Come on, bro. Let's be honest, bro. Shut up.
should be treated as if they're on probation for a while. Like one strike, you're back.
Yeah, even when they're out. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
I think
These the girls y'all be liking? Those the type of women y'all be liking? You. Yes, you. Those are women you be liking? These the women you be on Instagram liking these posts you? These the type of women that you been enjoying with? That you been sending DMs, private DMs, and then they don't respond to the DMs? These the type of women y'all be hyping the heads up. That shit crazy. Can't do it. Hey, that's your type though. That's your type. That's your type. Those the people you be hanging with. Those are people you be having a crush on. Hey, bro, till you stay on.
slave masters had that type of idea going on. At least
Well, of course they have that ideology. Well,
they're being nicer, I guess. They're saying they'll free us. Anyways, I'm so glad of hearing the stats. It's not just me, and y'all are alone too. We are gonna be.
No. I did it by choice. You are doing it by because you can't find nobody. Don't we? I'm happy. Don't you see? I'm happy. I'm happy.
Single the rest of our lives and have zero chance of a relationship. On 3, Gen Z, who's with me? 1, 2.
Fuck out of here, Tommy.
2, 3. Nobody did. Yeah, so I thought it would be pretty interesting to talk about why it's become how it is for Gen Z. You know, people always talking about how birth rates are dropping drastically.
Oh, brother. Birth rates dropping. Oh my gosh, infertility rates dropping. Nobody's having actual pure connection. Nobody's doing that there. It's almost like people are actually trying to work on themselves instead of actually trying to fuck.
And if you think of it, it's kind of hard to find someone nowadays that...
It's not that hard to find somebody. It's just that people are very insecure. People just have a nice conversation and everything will just be just fine. You don't have to sleep with everybody. Everybody thinks the next person and the next male, the next female you're talking to, even just a little bit of conversation, that person's going to sleep with you. We just want to have friends. The girls just want to have fun, huh? What if we would just want to have fun? The fuck?
Has kids in their early, mid, or late 20s. Like, out of all people I've met in my life, I genuinely only know 2 people in my life that are Gen Z and have kids.
Shit, come over here, nigga. Everybody be having kids in my section. Fuck you talking about? My cousin just had a baby. He having a girl. Yo, appreciate the girl.
This trend is exactly following how it was for millennials.
Tobey Maguire? Yo, that's crazy.
Crazy to think how the older generations was just popping out kids as soon as they hit 18.
Hey, they had that love music too, motherfucker. They had the Isley Brothers. They had Boys to Men, nigga. They was in that bitch. Fuck.
Okay. Nowadays, if I see an 18-year-old saying they're gonna have a kid, all I'm thinking of is, man, his life is absolutely bro. This.
Damn.
This is the most obvious one, but one of the main reasons is the cost of living has been absolutely fried the past couple of years. I know. I talk about it a lot and all the time, but man, how can I not? I mean, literally no one even has an ounce of hope. If you ask Gen Z what their hope is for the future, all they're gonna think of is how the cost of living is absolutely cooked and it's only.
Hey, my grandparents had kids, had a bunch of kids through hard times, so I think I'll be pretty just fine.
Gonna get worse. AI and clankers are gonna take like 80% of the jobs we have, and the US is gonna.
Did he just drop the hard C word? Yo, chill.
Gonna go into civil war over these dumbass.
Don't you know, Tommy? They're watching. They're listening to you. They're listening to me. They're watching all of us. You dropped that C word again, you're getting nerfed. Sorry, buddy.
Politicians. The cost of living would be one thing if it was just happening in 1 or 2 countries. But the fact that it's happening in multiple countries at the same time, man, just pass me the cigarette already. Us Americans always focus on our house prices and.
No, because what the f is this? Well, what is that? What is that? What is that nasty price? What is that? What is that? And millions for the little shit. What the f is that? Because you live in Santa Monica, California, so nigga. So does the next person. The next person not paying that. Look at that small ass little cottage. No, 2 bed, 1, 2, 3. Bro. Hey, you pay for $1 million. What? Let me guess. Okay, let me guess. It's near the beach. Your house getting flooded. Then what? Nigga, you have 1 floor. You paying for the fake grass?
How they are, which is true. But I feel a little more patriotic when I look at ours compared to the UK and Canada. This is a 650,000 pound house or $879,000 house. 5 bedrooms.
Nigga, at least they got a house. Nigga, you on a little small ass couch.
And 1 bathroom is diabolical. I know the bathroom looks like Chernobyl every day. And in Canada, this is a $1.6 million house. No wonder Drake left out years ago. I wouldn't want to be there either. And even though I think money is obviously a factor to things like the house, I think there are people in Gen Z and millennials that can afford things like houses with a mortgage. But
bro, I'm tired of seeing little minority niggas and they keep posting like everybody's getting rich. Everybody's not getting rich.
One of the main reasons they won't do it is because if they do get that typical family experience of getting a house on mortgage and having kids, they know they're gonna be stuck paying it for the next 30 years, probably barely scraping by. And in the act of doing that, the kids are gonna get neglected in some way. I know with my experience growing up in that typical type of suburb area, all of the kids' parents in the neighborhood, including mine, were barely home. We would be out.
Shit, nigga, let's say you fucking rude. Listen to fucking. Imagine being barely home in the hood. Tripping. Oh, look, my parents is there as much as they could be, so shit, I ain't got nothing to get into my parents. We always had a good time. Even we ain't had a lot. Fuck.
When kids actually went outside late, and it would be 9, and some of them were still not back. Because on top of balancing the bills they had to pay, they also had to balance their kids' expenses as well.
And that's what I'm talking about, bro. You know what I'm saying? They said kids are expensive. No, nigga, like, it's the lifestyle, bro. Like, everybody pick their choices and stuff, bro. That's my thing. It's like everybody pick their choices, bro. That's why you always gotta pick the mortgage, that nice hood, bro. So much that goes into the factor, bro. You think you want that nice house just to try to flex, because everybody's trying to fit in. They don't like taking the bus. They want that nice expensive car just to flex. Just you have to have a payment on that. Paying about $3,000 a month on a car payment that you're barely scraping away, and that's not even counting your rent or food. It's lifestyle choices. People want to try to keep up with the Kardashians, keep up with everybody else. It's ignorant.
Ended up affecting younger generations' mental health and is a part of why it's such a problem now. With younger generations nowadays, we don't want to put that same type of burden on our kids. Every generation tries to improve how they were parented and change it. And I don't know about y'all, but I actually want to be able to do things with my kids. Go to Disneyland and all the.
You know, it's so crazy. We do have that mindset. We want to do stuff with our kids, but it's at the same time, bro, like, people feel like you gotta spend like a lot just to have your kid, give your kid this glorious experience. Like, bro, you can make makeshift crazy stuff out like with your kids. Kids just want time. That's all kids want, is time with their parents. You don't have to do the most expensive stuff. Yeah, you can do all this, that, and third, but it's about the time at the end of the day. Because no matter, you could be at Disney World, Disneyland, and still feel alone because your parents probably having like that call, like that call, and they still got to go to work, and you only spend like 20 minutes at Disney World, and you're on one ride. But you took a picture of Disney World, but you went to Disney World. I took you to this, right? Ain't I'm gonna get parent. I bought you clothes, right? Ain't I'm gonna get parent. It's all about the time. It's always been about the time you spent with the kid.
Fun vacation places. But if I gotta sit there,
I don't give a fuck what that nigga Andrew Tate try to say, bro. Fuck that nigga.
Balancing in this economy of 500K.
That was a straight out of nowhere. I just seen one video he posted that. It was crazy.
Mortgage of a home that's the equivalent size of a shack, as well as taking care of my kids' expenses, I know it would be too much for me. Which is why a lot of Gen Z is even letting go of the thought of having kids. Why would you want to bring kids into a scenario where it's potentially going to be chaotic? There's all different types of wars going on. You don't know what's going to happen economically.
It's been like this the whole time. What do you think our parents brought us into?
In the next years. It's also the reason why the age of having kids has been being pushed up a lot. There's a lot of women now who are having kids in their mid 30s to early 40s, which happened less in the past because it was kind of...
It's because a lot of women realized all those 20s they missed out. They probably could have just a whole lot. And once they feel like that they get successful, they still get family. It don't matter how successful you are. Everybody wants a family. I don't care who you are. No matter how successful that you are, everybody wants a family. The most successful person in the world still wants a family. Is lonely at the top.
Kind of shamed by society. The shaming has gotten better in a lot of countries, but there is those places where it's still like a very bad thing to do. I find that so weird. Like, I would never sit there and judge someone for having kids later in life. It's one thing if you're bringing up potential fertility concerns, but a doctor would tell you if you're fine or not before anyways. If I did want kids also and wanted to pay for a house, I'd probably wait until at least 70% of it's paid off, which older generations did not do. They kind of just hopped into a house and popped out some kids, then hoped and prayed they could pay off the house eventually. Another thing is younger generations are valuing their freedom way more than other generations in the past. You'll see a typical...
I just realized how crazy this thought process is, no cap. Like, it's smart to avoid it. Abstinence is important. But if your fear if having a family is because you feel like you can't afford a family, bro, like, that's probably not going to be your biggest fear. Your probably biggest one is not going to be money, because actually, with all millionaires, in order to get richer, usually they always tell each other to always build a family, which is pretty ironic. It's ironic. I feel like they're trying to make other people poorer, but that's just my experience.
Boomer be like, when I was your age, I already had 5 kids with another one coming. What's the hold up, son? Yeah, the hold up is we actually want free time in our life and not have our life dedicated to kids fully. Society back then was literally just shaped on you gotta have kids or else you won't reach your full happiness. And kids are amazing things in life. I think I gotta say that anyways because I am the child of my parents. Some people get surprised though when I tell them I'm not even thinking of having kids in my 20s and I'm probably gonna do it in mid to late 30s. It should have never been a thing in the past where people found you weird.
If I've been granted to have children at any time, I know I'm gonna be a great, successful dad regardless. Got full faith in myself and faith in my God. Now, the point of the factor is who I have kids with. That's more of my decision making, you know. You can't just have children with anybody. And even if you know you like the person at first, how they are as a parent, it just takes a lot of weight, bro. It don't matter how rich or wealthy you are. And I seen it firsthand. That's why you see all these millionaires and billionaires, they still don't pay attention to their kids because they still figuring out trying to build on how to sustain their wealth. They don't care about their kids, bro.
Strange if you didn't have any. Never in my life when I was younger and I saw a family member who didn't have kids did I think they were strange. And now that I'm grown, I find it even more weird when a grown-ass adult thinks that. Social media was the true changer of how Gen Z and millennials approached the way they wanted kids. Before social media, people still went on vacations and traveled the world, but it's given us a brand new light on things you didn't even know existed in your own city. Like, you could go on TikTok and find some miscellaneous random fun thing in your city you never heard of before to do. I wouldn't know about a bunch of the little fun things that were going on in my city with—
Yo, cause what is that, bro? That actually looks fun. I actually want to vlog like that, bro. I want to try something. I want to do stuff like that in my area. I think that'd be good content, no cap.
Without the internet. And now because Gen Z and millennials aren't having enough kids and birth rates are plummeting, all the governments around the world are panicking what to do now. You got countries like Japan and South Korea pouring billions into fixing it only to have it get worse. Trump's—
Man, if they really want to fix stuff, nigga, freaking lower taxes and up the pay wage, bro. I'm telling you, a lot more people start having a lot more children, no cap. But you know what? Everything got to get earned somehow.
Signed a law giving every baby born in America a $1,000 investment account. You know?
Shit, I wish I had that when I was a kid, bro. That'd be great.
Oh, I'll give the guy that one, but is that money gonna even be worth anything in like 18 years?
Shit, nigga, $10.
If inflation keeps up, we're gonna be paying $200 for a Big Mac at McDonald's by the 2040s. That's if we don't have a civil war with the clankers by then.
trying to tell you, Tommy. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. They're listening. They're listening. Watch that C word, my boy. Watch that C word.
No matter how much money the government gives to help with child costs, I think the lifestyle trend is stronger than that, and it won't just fizzle out. Unless the government starts paying for like 70 to 80% of people's child expenses. It's now embedded in our society with younger generations.
I feel like people just trying to get stuff easier, and you know, since it's hard times, you know, people are not trying to confine to the hard times to be a little bit more tougher, a little more vigorous, so we can have more easier times. But that's just my opinion. No, Joe Rogan said something like, soft times create soft men, and soft men create hard times, and hard times create hard men, and it's like it kind of continues. So we're just in like those tough times where it's now creating our hard men. And I ain't one of those.
Where people are simply valuing their freedom more. You can see the stats. Even in places where the cost of living is decent to good, they have less kids because to people it's no longer their...
Wait, is Russia better than USA? China's better than USA? Egypt's better than USA? Mexico's better than USA? Well, of course Mexico's better than... Cartel, I love y'all. Hey, you know, it's been... Lo siento. You know what I'm saying?
Even in places where the cost of living is decent to good, they have less kids because to people it's no longer their forefront goal in life. Even in countries right now where the birth rate may be booming, like for a lot of the African countries, they're getting developed really fast, and as soon as it's developed to the point where people don't really feel
and they shit on Africa. Ain't that something?
Need as much, it's gonna drop. Crazy though how the governments only now care when people have been telling them for years they can't afford things. A lot of people say the only reason why the government even cares that the birth rate is declining is because they'll have less workers. And with less workers, they get paid less and make less money. But when you ask them to put some things in law to help us, they go, alright,
They acting like they care, but they really don't care. Come on, bro. It's a whole scheme. It's trying to make division.
I hear you. So you know what? $50 trillion to Israel. The hilarious thing is here an older generation.
Because they really just gave $40 billion to like your Argentina. What the fuck, bro?
Talk about how we don't work enough and we're lazy. Most of y'all already know it took them half the time to be able to afford a house working a job like us. But what's really crazy and what they don't want to acknowledge is how insane the billionaires were taxed back then. From 1940 in America to 1960, the highest income tax rate was 90%. No wonder it only took them 2 years to get a house. Y'all was basically getting them handed to you. Most of the ultra wealthy people back then didn't pay that full percentage, but they still paid a...
Yeah, but why? But what race? Because that comes to effect. Because you gotta realize there's a lot of hard labor up to get to that point, off a lot of certain people's backs.
A lot more than what happens today. Today, the richest
ain't gonna lie, the 60s had crack in it, bro.
Out there, you know, got like 500 different loopholes where they can pay $0 in taxes. I promise you, if they change the laws to be like this again, you would see the birth rate at least double. Another thing that plays a factor into it,
change the laws to be like this, gonna have more racism on GG's.
It is that younger generations aren't as pressured as much.
The fact we even sit in our room comfortably late at night and we can still go to work in the morning and without you have to stress about next week or next month's payment is insane.
Into having kids. Yeah, it still happens, but the way they did it back then, it was like you were disrespecting the family if you chose not to have kids. So because of my decision in life that I personally made, you're now mad? I never understood this for real. Why don't you go have another kid or something? For now, they're staying in the sack. You still got content creators like it's the 70s blaming people for not choosing to have kids.
If you're not having kids, you're selfish. You should be having kids, sharing your knowledge, your resources, everything you...
Now, if you just decide not to have children because you don't want to have children because you just your decision, that's fine. But if you're just trying to decide to not have children because you feel like you have insecurities, you feel like you can't find nothing out there and that the economy is worse and stuff like that, just have a lot more life to live, you know. You shouldn't have the reason of being birthed new life because of stuff that's like really out of your control, because your life is gonna be your life regardless whether you have the children or not. I'm not gonna lie, and having children is beautiful. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't push away from the idea of having children, but I get from having it right now because your priorities do change. So you know, I get it. But some people, they get money and they're like, oh, I'm ready to have kids now. It's such more life to live, bro.
Have to give with the next generation. Kids are literally the best thing that is going to happen to you. You should start earlier than you think that you are ready. Having kids will actually make you ready. Because when you have that forcing function in your life of kids, you'll do whatever it takes for these little human beings.
People
That's kind of crazy.
that don't want to have kids are selfish. Point blank. That's the only reason you don't want to have kids, right? But here's the thing. It's okay to be selfish, right?
These people have completely lost what the definition of selfish is. Just searching up the Google definition, it says lacking consideration for others, concerned chiefly with one's own personal profit or pleasure. So how the f can you be selfish for something that doesn't even exist right now? That's like someone saying I'm selfish for not donating the money right now that I may be making in the future. Like, I'm still homeless. I haven't made the money yet. To me, it would be way more selfish to have a kid I know I'm not gonna fully be there for and put them through problems, instead of just not having
The reason why I don't have children because I haven't found my spouse. That's the only reason why I don't have children. I'm gonna keep it about
the kid at all. With people that say this, that want everyone to reproduce in the world, are you going to be taking care of their kids if they're not up to the task? Because if you're not, then shut the f up. Literally everyone in the world can't reproduce.
At the same time, I don't believe everybody should be having children. No cap.
Because we would be way
Some people are just horrific. Ain't gonna lie. Some people bloodlines need to just end, but that's just my opinion.
too overpopulated. And the last thing that changed younger generations is the amount of communities we have. Back then, you had your typical family community and neighborhood with you, but it's
And that's why I kind of miss it, bro. It's not that many community anymore, bro. And it's like it's separating everybody. It's kind of weird, isn't it?
still didn't feel like enough. You felt like you needed that extra push. With us in social media, there is unlimited communities out there you could be a part of. You can have a community so niche it only has 1,000 people a part of it. For us now, since we're so used to the internet, that's absolutely nothing in size of a community. When you physically think of it though, that's like 10 times bigger than the typical neighborhood community. So now imagine 1 million or 10 million and you could be a part of multiple.
I have the best of both worlds because I know how to do internet and real life. So it's kind of like, I'm kind of always just cool. It's just that I know people who like really, they grew up on technology and phones and cell phones. They're really lacking the control of actually interacting with people just on a regular basis, which is kind of weird, but you know.
Of those communities at a time, it's almost impossible to not find a community you could fit in with online. Anyways, that's gonna be it though. Let me know your reproduction plans, guys, or if you have kids now. Make sure your kids watch Tommy and G.
I don't have. Make sure your kids watch Tommy. Yo, W video Tommy.
For educational content always. Follow me on Twitter.
W video, my guy. I don't. My plans, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I feel like if I have certain type of fiance or son, when I do get my first say fiance or girlfriend or etc., it's just like I want to make a plan for it, you know. But I'm not really rushing anything. I'm just being me and just living my life and just doing what I need to and just working on my stuff that I need to, you know. So that's all I'm doing, you know. Cause I know regardless, rather in my life, I'm gonna be good. That's all I'm gonna be good, bro. Like I got goals for myself, and obviously, you know, you want to do stuff in your life and just live life and everything. But you know, children's gonna come when God's ready for it to come in your life. So that's my personal belief. Other people's belief is different, but I feel like I have a little bit more wisdom in my own life per se than, you know, being confused and lost. But that comes with the purpose of like, okay, you're probably going to be a lot more picky, because I'm a lot more picky with who I even talk to. But yeah, hey yo, W video Tommy, as always. Yeah, bro, I'm just really picky.